Wow, that shit crazy. So Lil Wayne and T.I. is now kind of at odds, basically because of the Nightline interview Lil Wayne did, which damn near almost a week old, and Lil Wayne basically fired his publicist over it. As you see, T.I. did kind of an Instagram message to Lil Wayne or whatever the case may be. But I mean, when it first happened, like I said, I don't take anything Lil Wayne says serious as Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So the clip was okay, but I'm like, it got to be more to it. You know what I mean? So I go and watch the Ford interview. Shout out to Dead and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? They definitely talked about it. And at the end of the day, you watch it and it's like, okay, they just totally really did just take one portion of it and just throw it out there. But basically, the whole clip is this little interview that Lil Wayne have gave them access to for like 3 years or whatever, and they was talking about a lot of different subjects, you know, from music to his life, skateboarding, and then it gets to the clip where the woman says what she says. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, Lil Wayne basically didn't care about the interview. He kind of at the end of it left it or whatever. And Lil Wayne is not like the most politically correct person at times. I mean, I looked at it as okay, he's trolling, and it's like that didn't kind of make sense to what he said in the sense of why would he say it. But it's like when you make a song like Georgia Bush, remember that song from I think what Dedication, and when I seen it, I was like, well, huh. Not reading too much into it, it's just like nigga, nobody's that stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. It was his opinion, but he basically was pissed off because of the woman. So therefore, Ti went and did what he did. But beyond the point, this shit is old already, and I don't know why Ti put this on social media. This was a phone call. Cause when I seen it, I'm like, damn, why Ti do that? Like, this year has been with Ti just publicly, you know, having like little, I won't say bad outbursts, but just speaking on platforms where you don't really need to, certain times you can reach out to that individual. This is one of the times I would just feel like, you know, he could have reached out to Lil Wayne behind the scenes. I mean, y'all been knowing each other for a cool minute. You feel me? Y'all done records together, been in a videos together. Just a real friendship. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like he should have did that for whatever reason. I mean, it goes along with what Ti been doing this year as far as his music and everything. I'm not gonna say it's a publicity stunt, but I mean, he's really been behind the whole Black Lives Matter movement and putting out conscious music and things of that nature. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's a good look. You know what I mean? And has Ti ever said anything along the lines of this? Who knows? But everybody says the wrong thing or says something get taken out of context. You know what I mean? So I don't really see why Ti just would badger his friend that way. You know, just call him a coon and buffoonery, and it's like, yo, did you watch the whole goddamn interview or you just seen a clip? I wonder if Ti feels like a dumbass right about now. You know, he should, you know what I mean? Because it's like, wow, that's your friend, and you don't really get the whole story. You get like a percentage of it, and you just go off the handle, and then you hear the whole story, and everything basically been dismantled already. You just feel like a dumbass, you know. And I was like, wow, why is this nigga doing all this shit? I thought it was bullshit until I actually went to his Instagram and seen it. Like, yo, that's crazy. You know, it's like you focus on what you doing, and Wayne should be focusing on him. Of course, we know now that Lil Wayne responded by a simple tweet. You know what I mean? And who knows if he even controls his social media. I personally don't think Wayne controls none of this shit. I think he has somebody that does all that, and if he want it posted, he gives the word and it's posted. You know what I mean? And it's not really about the interview or like the music itself. It's like the friendship. That's a long stemming friendship that two people have. You know, and for Ti to just say he basically gonna back away from Wayne and, you know, step away from him and let him do him and I'm gonna do me over something that it was a big deal, but can you understand where Wayne was coming from? You know what I mean? If he haven't personally went through racism, or if he doesn't feel that it's no such thing as the movement, as he put it, cops are just killing people and that's crazy. that's his opinion on things. It's like when people thought he dissed New York and Fab jumped out the window and did the Soul New York record. Y'all remember that? You know, and he wasn't saying he doesn't like New York. What he's saying is the police in New York he don't like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody shouldn't be able to just jump out the window over someday and get the whole scoop on. And that's basically the tweet right there of what he said. So hopefully they could come to terms behind the scene and, you know, put this bullshit behind them. But it was crazy, but I didn't feel a way when Wayne said it. It's just like, it's Lil Wayne. I didn't really have an opinion on it. I posted, I think, a clip of it on my Instagram page and Snapchat, I do believe. And it's just like, wow. Somebody from that I kind of grew up with, she was like, look at this J-Cat. That's a Bay Area word if you don't really know, you know, Oakland to be exact. But that shit was crazy. It's like, I don't really have an opinion on this. Lil Wayne, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember when they was interviewing this nigga for some reason and he had the hoodie on and he was like, you think they can save you? They can't save you. Y'all remember that? And it's trolling, basically, you know what I mean? But that's just what I thought about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this incident, which it ain't really nothing to think about because, I mean, it's already over and done with. It should be a new day within a couple hours on the West Coast. So the East Coast is already midnight, I do believe. It should be close to it. But that's just my take on it. I think T.I. tripping. Wayne said what he said, sent out an apology, fired his publicist, which that was well deserved. And yeah, the matter is kind of behind us. But all is stemming, the stuff that's going on behind the scenes and the stuff that's going on in the public eye, it's like, it make great music. Like, this should definitely be like a couple bars in a song. Like, how did Wayne feel about when T.I. said what he said, or the woman that asked you about the movement? Like, this, it should be a creative mind as an artist, spit it in music. Similar to what Big Sean did with his verse on No More Interviews about Kid Cudi. He didn't disrespect him. He just put something that happened in his life in his music. That's where I be saying with a lot of these artists, where people take it as I'm hating. It's like, no, it's real shit going on that should be, you know, definitely delivered in the music. But that's just my thoughts on it. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Inside My Mind, I'm out.